So today, a big subject, we're talking rotation, and that's why I've got this rod strapped to me to try and help show rotation. So I've got a bungee, it's just hooked together at the front here, and I've got a rod, obviously winded through that at the back, and I'm going to try and use this as a way of visually demonstrating how to get good rotation in your golf swing. You can use this for obviously downswing as well as backswing. Today's focus is more on the backswing. So if we swing well on the way back, stuff automatically happens on the way down. So one of the checkpoints I quite often use with golfers is the seam on their top. So I've got pockets in this jacket here today. So at the top of the backswing, trying to get this pocket to be level with the ball. And it's a rough checkpoint. So today, with obviously the rod on my back, I'm trying to get this rod to get close to the golf ball. Now, my flexibility isn't fantastic. I'm going to have to work my hips, my knees, my thighs, my ankles a bit to try and get as good as I can. And I'll probably struggle to get this rod to the ball. But I'm certainly trying to get it close to the ball. And every time I move like I'm practicing to move there, that is good stretching for me to get my rotation better. Moving well is stretching, as one of my great friends talks about, who's a 3D expert in golf. So some people, you can just say to them, turn more, and they'll turn more. Other people, you might say, get your shoulder to your chin, and they'll turn more. Some people, you need to give them some visual feedback to be able to practice in a way that's going to make a difference. So this is a great little drill I do with some people where we try and get this kind of visual of matching up the rotation. And potentially what you could do also is stick a rod on the ground, and you could say, okay, matching up will be about the right kind of position to give me the right rotation. You could stick a rod in the ground here and try and make contact with practice swings and just concentrate on the backswing. And then for the through swing, obviously at impact, you want to try and feel the rod, again, is trying to almost catch up with the ball. So as we swing down, I want that feel like the rod is rotating fast. So this is it. Rotation comes from our torso, not from our shoulders, is how I would describe it. If I try and rotate my shoulder there, you'll see how the orange rod hardly moves. Having good neck posture, as boring as it sounds, helps rotation. Making sure our pelvis isn't locked out, so getting that pelvis into what we call a neutral position, and then feeling that we are turning and almost creating space with the thighs to allow us to have that, what I would call resistance-free rotation in the backswing, is kind of ideal. There still will be some resistance. If you look at me here now, if I turn like that, I've probably got my shoulders there 70 or 80 degrees. I've probably got my hips about 40 odd degrees. There's a difference. If I turn my shoulders to what I would feel is kind of 90 to 100, my hips might need to get to 50. There's still a difference. So am I better off turning 100 degrees in my torso and my hips 50 degrees, or turning my upper body 70 and my hips only 20 or 30? I'd rather see a bigger turn. That gives me time, stops me rushing the downswing. So in order to get the right positions the way back, it helps the shaft get the right depth, and it helps give me time to get down to the golf ball. That's what rotation does. It helps those things. If I don't get behind the golf ball, I'm going to get ahead of the ball. All those things happen as a consequence. We won't start the downswing the right way, unless we have a very short turn, then a huge compensatory move, and we might get very good at some phase in our downswing, but likelihood of making good contact would be slim. So let's keep that rod on the ground, and we'll go ahead and hit one now. I'm going to try and match up this orange rod with that blue rod and try and make a big turn. I don't care where the ball goes. I'm just going to try and make a big turn. Flare the feet, hips neutral, big turn. Felt like I moved a lot more than normal. When I check the video back, I'll be able to see. Felt awkward. I want the practice to be awkward. I keep saying this a lot in my videos. I want to challenge you to change. If we don't need to change, kind of why are you watching the video? So we want to change certain things, and we want to identify those certain things to change. If you can't identify them yourself, hook me up for an online lesson. But we want to identify things to change, then challenge ourselves and make ourselves change. That's the key to kind of golf instruction and golf practice. Be productive with your time. Make you do certain things that make you change the way you move, challenge the way you move. So have a go at this drill and let me know down below how you get on. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please click like and share the video. Also, if you haven't followed or subscribed, hit my logo down below, join me on my journey, and let me help you improve your golf. Thanks for tuning in today at the Forest of Arden. Hope to see you back here real soon.